There is an ancient teaching that is known as the Red Road. It's not a religion, it's a way of walking in truth. The Lakota spoke of it as a sacred path, a moral compass for the soul. These teachings are not about belief, they're about being. They remind us that to walk the red path is to remember who we truly are. Hey, welcome back to the channel. The Lakota teachings speak of 7 virtues, 7 ways to live life in balance, to walk gently and powerfully while on earth. So these 7 virtues are prayer, respect, compassion, honesty, generosity, humility, and wisdom. These are not commandments, these are living energies, qualities that are nurtured and grow within the heart for the one that walks in awareness. We take a look at the first virtue, prayer. So prayer, very much like meditation, is there to allow us to remember spirit, where we come from. And remember the ancient saying, as above, so below. So what's equal to the heavens is equal unto earth. So when we live on earth, we need to become aware of spirit, the place that we come from, the beings that guide us, and the gods that made us. So prayer and meditation is one of the keystones to spiritual development. And it really allows one to let go of the thoughts and emotion and enter that sacred place within us. Then we come to the second virtue, respect, recognizing the sacred in all living things. And how difficult is it for us to understand this? We only need to look at the Native Americans and the ancient Maya teaching, where they understood and knew that there was life in all objects, whether it be a crystal, a mountain, an animal, and humans. And they had this respect for the Creator and the Divine Father and Mother that have created this. And when you have this respect, how can there be any problems? And this is the one thing that is short in the world. There is no respect. It's more about dealing with egos and not the respect. And when we look at the Hindus, they greet you Namaste. So immediately there is that respect, that recognition of the divine within you. And this is really what the Maya also taught, that we are speaking to your soul, not to your personality. And then the third virtue is compassion, to feel another's heart. What does it feel like to understand what another person is going through? And remember the ancient Mayan axiom, In Lak'ech Ala K'in. So if you're another me or I'm another you, we're expressions of the divine. So we should be able to understand what another person is going through and have that compassion and understanding. It takes many lives to develop. So if one hasn't developed it, it's really time to start nurturing this so that it can benefit you in all your lives. Because without compassion, we are really empty. And then we look at the fourth virtue, honesty, which is truthfulness. And honesty is really a mirror of the soul, what's really going on within you. How many politicians and businessmen can you say that are honest? How many people are really speaking the truth? So yeah, a really beautiful quality, but not something that you can buy at a supermarket, something that needs to be nurtured over lifetimes. You either have it or you don't. Then we look at the fifth virtue, which is generosity. And generosity is not about wealth, it's about spirit. The ancient Lakota spoke about giving as much as possible, and that lightens the heart. So when we give, we are applying that law of attraction, of giving and receiving. So there's a circulation of this energy. And really, by giving, you're giving of yourself to yourself. In other words, even if it's another person. When you understand this law and you start to manipulate it, you can understand how to manipulate energies and things around you. Because it's all about manipulating energy. What are you giving and what are you holding back? And it's really a time that the world needs to be more generous, that we help those less fortunate or those that can't help themselves. We connect with spirit, and it's spirit's generosity. They give us ancient wisdom. They bless us with this knowledge. The sixth virtue, humility. And humility is about knowing your place in the circle. To be humble is not to be small, it's to be real. And Lao Tzu once said, the greatest rivers flow low. Humility is the flow that connects us all. And when we're in prayer or in meditation and we're in a state of higher consciousness, and we are connecting to the divine and we are receiving this information, this light, this knowledge, this love, this understanding, this wisdom, that is the time where we are really humble And the seventh virtue is wisdom. So wisdom is the fruit of all the others combined. So we also know that in a state of prayer or higher consciousness, when we meet the divine, so here we are truly speaking about wisdom, not human wisdom, but divine wisdom. So here you have beings that are all wise, all knowing, all loving and understanding, can see past, present and future. So that is what we call true wisdom. But then the wisdom that we apply in our lives is a different thing. Wisdom comes from experience. Wisdom comes from spiritual knowledge. Wisdom comes from walking the path less traveled. And wisdom comes from following the 7 sacred virtues of the Lakota tribe. When we walk the red road, we walk the inner road through prayer, respect, compassion, honesty, generosity, humility and wisdom. These 7 are not rules. They are the echoes of ancient memories, the way of being human that the modern world has forgotten. The Lakota called it the red road. The Maya called it the red path of the heart. Both lead to the same truth, that every step, every word, every act shapes not only the world we live in, but the world we leave behind. Thank you for watching and supporting my channel, and I hope that you like and subscribe. I'm going to also create a video on reincarnation, and we're going to look at how this actually works and what happens to one when one leaves this world, and how long does one stay in the spirit world till one comes back and reincarnates, and how does the process work, and how is it that we can end up being in a Native American tribe that we've reincarnated there, or we reincarnated into some other society. So we're going to see the vibrations of our soul and how it pulls us into destiny. I hope you stay tuned for this video, and I'll catch you then.